Hi, welcome everybody to day 18 of Christ, 55 Days of Christ Consciousness, inspired by the Christ Consciousness deck by Amanda Ellis. I'm Gina Libido, Soul Inspired Reflections, and it's just a fun and honor to be on this journey with you as you connect to the Christ Consciousness energies within you. Hopefully you had time to integrate some of the past prior 17 days or pulling of the cards to connect with the Christ consciousness energies that we already invoked prior to today. And as those of you may see and feel, they overlap. These energies within us, they show up at such a beautiful time for you in your awakening and in along your soul journey to embody the Christ consciousness energies that are coming into your light body, coming into your being, coming in through your heart. In fact, it's necessary to have a heart opening to allow the Christ consciousness energy to come into your body, into your being, into your emotional body, spiritual body, physical body, mental body. They all work together. Those are the four primary bodies of that make up our being, our light body, or your auric field, your electromagnetic field. So it's no surprise that the heart plays a vital role in that. The heart is so powerful that it has its own EMF that is recorded. And you're welcome to look that up on your own and find out more. The Heart Institute, Heart Math Institute is a great resource for you. Let me see about writing that down real quick. Heart Math Institute. And I'll put it in the comments below so you can find that on your own. Right away, we're starting with the heart. So I wonder what Christ consciousness is going to come in the deck for us today. So today's date is August 20th. I know it's been a hot minute since I pulled a card from the Christ consciousness deck. So first, before we pull anything, I was going to light a candle. Whenever you do work such as this, and you're going to call in energy, there's a few things that are foundational to do. And one, light a candle, representing the light in you, the light in all things. And that we surround ourselves with the light. And this is very symbolic. So here's to the light in you and the light in all things that are within us. I don't know if you guys had just saw that orb that went from here up to here as I was just recording. Very interesting. I also want to call on Archangel Sandalphon to assist us in grounding our energetic body and being as we together do this work. Call upon Archangel Metatron to assist in our stellar gateway and sealing and being the guardian to that information that comes in, that only beings of light that come in, and he acts as a guardian to make sure that the spiritual energy that is coming through is of light and is of who we are calling forth, such as Jesus to represent Christ consciousness energy. And let's go ahead and invite his energy in as we connect with the Christ consciousness deck. He's the being that did, in fact, lay this blueprint for us all. And he did his soul mission work, which took, he's no different than you or I, going on soul journeys and building in his light body and wisdom. And then it came to earth to serve his mission for the light God that you are connected to. So that light is within all of us. That divine blueprint is within you. And the qualities he represented and held: compassion, forgiveness, resurrection, and so many more things. And healing, master of energy. He's ascended. He's in a master being of light, as are you. And you are remembering to be that. Calling on the violet flame to transmute any negative energies that are in our field today and clearing our field. Calling on the ascension ray and Serapis Bay to assist in purifying our energies that are around us as we transmute and transfigure with the violet fire. We're igniting our pillar of light, which we were already beginning to do with our grounding and connecting with Archangel Metatron and Archangel Sandalphon, activating that pillar of light of purity around you, that only your energy is here. Nothing less than the highest, purest light may enter your field and be in your field, and it's only yours. We're going to ask that I'm going to say I in first person, so you say this to yourself, that I release all energies that are not mine, and they go return to the sender, whether it's known and unknown to that person, that all cords be released and energetic attachments return to that being. And take a breath in as you do that and feel the cords release from you. And just take another breath or two. If you need a moment on your own, you can always pause the recording to continue to breathe in and release all energy that is not yours, and it be returned to the sender, whether it's known to them or not. So many things we do are unconscious, and we're constantly creating cords with each other. And it's important time more than ever to release your cords daily, in the morning and in the evening and throughout the day when interactions with others are complete. And it's not about cording into you, but you connect. When you're connecting, you create an energetic connection, right? The pillar of light assists in keeping your field clear too. That's a protective shield around your energetic body. So now that you've done releasing the cords, now you're going to call back your energetic cords. That's right, because you also create cords knowingly and unknowingly with others throughout the day, through your thoughts, through your interactions. It could even be from an event, right? Road rage, right? And it's still bothering you through the day. You release that energy and you call back yours with love, with gratitude, with forgiveness. And you call back your energy the same way, known and unknown to you. Any cords you have sent out, you call that energy back to your body and breathe that in, purify it, alchemize it with the violet flame, clean it, transmute the energy, purify it with the ascension ray, the white ray of ascension, and allow those energies to return to their natural place within your body. You do not need to direct it. Your body will know exactly where that energy is meant to be now, because you are different. Every day you are different. And that's a simple exercise to do daily. Activate your pillar of light. Well, we'll say grounding, activating your pillar of light, and releasing the energetic cords that connect to you that are not of yours, and calling back your energetic cords that you've sent out knowingly and unknowingly. And as you go through your day, you put on your protective shield of your pillar of light, also known as the 12D shield. It's liquid light. You can even visualize it as a silvery platinum color, but typically I see it as a white crystalline pillar of light. You can put on your armor of God. And there's other techniques as well that I'm sure along your journey you will discover. So as I was shuffling, interesting, this card, Caged, Break Free, comes out. Tethered and caged, and then the message is break free. And how interesting, we started off talking about the heart. Where might you be limited and tethered within the heart, or that's maybe limiting the heart energy to come through? We also began with activating our violet fire, and let's go ahead and bring that in with Archangel Zadkiel today. He'll assist you in learning how to use the violet flame of transmutation, transfiguration, and freedom. You can alchemize. It's an alchemy tool. Let's go ahead and a little bit more of that and breathe that in. Even call in Archangel Zadkiel, Saint Germain, faith. I'm hearing Nicole also in Mary, Mother Mary. And transmute any negative energies that no longer serve my highest good, no longer serve my highest good, that no longer serve my highest good, and transmute them and transfigure them into the highest form of light. Making way, there's a forgiveness piece when we work with the violet flame as well. And we're going to clear also our soul star chakra. And that's the rainbow bridge spray. So I'm going to open up that rainbow bridge for us. It's a gateway and connection. So we're going to open up the gateway with Archangel Sandalphon and connection to our higher self, to your higher self. So you can bring in forgiveness for all the interactions you've had on a soul life, every timeline, parallel universes, dimensions, known and unknown to you, or known and unknown to me. Say it in first person. I call all those lifetimes here, now, and present to be cleared and transmuted in the violet fire, the violet flame, transfigured. I call all those souls that also I had interactions with in all these lifetimes. And I call all of you to be here in front of me now as I open my heart with love and the light of God within me. Where I say this prayer, of Hawaiian prayer, ho, ho, open up, oh no, ho, open up, oh no, ho, open up, oh no. It's I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Oh, open up, oh no. 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 I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And I love you. These are the words we say with the utmost love and gratitude to all these beings and all these encounters you've had on every soul and lifetime here now, present in this moment of now, eternal moment of now. That I am sorry for any misqualified energies and interactions and misunderstandings that we have had. Please forgive me for those transgressions. And thank you, and I love you. May you too also be free of those and find forgiveness in your own heart. For the forgiveness is multidimensional. And I release all this here, now, and in this moment, and bring forth the wisdom of my soul, so I may be set free from my own cage and limitations. Here, now, and in this moment. May I call upon my I am presence to be here with me, to see and bring light to what limits me. As I continue to invoke the violet fire of transmutation and freedom and forgiveness, in God's name, I invoke it because it is within me, the light that's within me. It is the divine will of God and my love interacting together that creates the violet flame. so it may be illumined, so everything within me can be illuminated and the divine wisdom come through, and I can set myself free. I can set myself free. I now call on the flame of healing and the white ray of purity and ascension. As I release myself and purify my energy, my being, as I connect closer to God, closer to the God within me, closer to the light of the heavens that I am forged from. So I may know and experience life, all life that lives within me and that I live within, all of the universe that lives within me and that I live within. We breathe the same air. We are made of the same stardust. As I recommit and devote myself to the light within, to the Christ consciousness energies that are within and coming into my being, that I set myself free now in this moment, as I'm willing to look from a higher perspective on any transgressions and misqualified energy or abuse of power that I've ever had, or belief systems that have held me back, that I may be love in action now and forever forward in my life, that I lead with my heart and create with life, with love, with gratitude, with grace. That the chains and shackles that I've placed upon me or allowed others, they just easily fall to the wayside as I no longer identify with the limitations and old personality that no longer serves my highest good, as I connect with my I am presence into full embodiment. One breath at a time, one invocation at a time. And take in those colors, that golden light, the violet, the white light. I even look at how the shackles have a little bit of gold on them, while the chain is silver. All this light coming in through the window. And you relate to this within yourself. Have there been times when you felt so stuck, yet all you needed to do is just slightly change your perspective and let the light in, let the light shine in on you? And yes, dear ones, it can be that easy to choose to be set free as you step further into your God qualities and God within yourself and the trust and faith of the universe and God that's around you all the time. So call on Jesus and he'll assist you. He'll assist you in igniting the white ring of fire, the pure seed essence that is being activated within you as you align to your higher self and Christ consciousness energies. As you begin to really feel and embody the harmony and balance of your divine feminine energy and masculine energy within you working together. Letting go of the victim consciousness that anything happened to you versus it's happened for me and the wisdom of my soul to be set free, to learn to forgive myself and others from a perspective that is so much higher than perhaps you've been doing. where there's no more emotional attachment to anything that you've experienced in your life in the same way. You're learning how to draw out the wisdom of the emotional body, the wisdom of the heart, the wisdom of the divine feminine, the creation. The creation, it has color, it has life, it has movement. It comes through love and when brought into form with your masculine energies. So how might you set yourself free? How might you break free? Right? In this card, it says break free. How might you release yourself from your own chains that you're placing on you as you take more accountability and responsibility for your life, for the choices you've made, but not in a place where you are holding on to the past, but from a place of like, you know what, I learned a lot from that. And how might I use that wisdom to propel me forward? How might you use your life to propel you forward? Use your life to set you free and propel you forward. There's wisdom in your experiences. As we just started off, where we released and forgave all of your past transgressions in every lifetime parallel universe, called in all the souls and people that were connected to all those experiences and set them free too. This is the depth of the healing. This is the depth of your release. This is the depth of your forgiveness and compassion for yourself and others. Because when you connect to your I am presence and clear the way, you are also doing it for others too, but not from an ego place, from a deep knowing that we are all part of the oneness of all that is. And as you set yourself free and break free from those chains, it sets everyone else free that are connected to that as well. Though they may be on their different timeline than you as far as the healing goes, that's okay. It's still put it into motion. And now that you are stepping further into your divinity, you can honor that sacred time, because there is no construct of time in the same way that we once knew it. And you do it with love and gratitude, and know one day their soul will get there and find the same release and break free from the past transgressions and misqualified energies. Any pain or hurt that you have caused others, you will be set free. Let's see what the book has to offer before we move on to potentially pulling another card, but I don't know if we'll be doing that today, but we'll see how it goes. And this is card number 36. Tethered and caged, break free. So there's something important about this before I read this. And hold on, I gotta turn the light on outside. I'm bringing more light in. Wait till the thought comes back. I lost the thought. Maybe it'll come back. I don't know. Okay, so we'll go ahead and read the channel, the channeling by Amanda Ellis in relationship to this card. Choosing this card today suggests that you or someone around you may be struggling to escape from a manipulative, toxic, or lower energy that keeps them captive in destructive relationships or dysfunctional thinking, behaviors, and situations. It may be linked to the addiction, repetitive cycles, and being attracted to what is unhelpful or unwise. Alternatively, sometimes we choose to avert our gaze from what needs attention due to fear or what it will entail and whether we have the strength required to break free. However, the overwhelming compulsion that something we are tied to is stronger than Christ's light, that we hold it inside us, totally untrue. These darker energies may be compelling, attractive, and tempting. What once started off as experimentation, fun, and curiosity can trap us into set mindsets and actions. This addict is one who believes only the next fix matters, be it drugs, alcohol, food, sex, work, gambling, and there are many addictions. Most of us have unhealthy attachments to something, including lower energies such as gossip, projection, and denial. In truth, anything that separates us away from our God-given right to live a good, happy, and free life is devil energy. Not the devil with two horns, but the darkness that we can unintentionally invite into entertain us to fill up the hole and vacuum where our own power, strength, and divinity should lie. There is often an open, unhealed wound that leaves us vulnerable. For example, people with false promises, quick fix answers, something too good to be true, or just the desire to smother and cover up the wound with anything to make it go away. To make it go away. It is also linked to the inability to see the beauty and joy in life. Having our head filled with doom and worst case scenarios and focusing on what could be wrong and our inability to avoid it. We may be reading and watching material that has lowered our vibration, unable to discern the intention with which it is created and shared. It may take us into a plane of unrelenting misery and an alternate reality. This can also be via endless submersion into, for example, violent video games and stimulated dark artificial words. Again, balance is key, and we need to ask ourselves, is this helpful? Is it constructive? Can I learn something from it? And does it show me lessons, the way back to the light? If the answers to all of the above are no, it is wise to change course and, like the sunflower, turn your head toward what is light again to nourish you. The truth is, we are never really trapped if we tap into the power we have within. There's always a way out, and a spiritual help is available. The key is there to unlock our shackles. If you just look up and reach for it, the light, and you'll notice there's a key. It's hard to see in this card, but the key is right beside him, right there above my finger. We just have to reach for the light. Just reach for the light, which I think is interesting as I added more light when I turned on my porch light. Because right now I have the door open because it's been hot. So in any event, let more air in, let more light in. Today, strive to remove yourself from the source of your discomfort. This may necessitate big or small changes to your everyday life, but it starts with acknowledging what is out of balance and taking small steps toward a new way of being. A new chapter beckons that is more healthful, happier, and more in tune with who you really are. Ask Christ to show you the way and to take your hand as you follow his template to lead the life you truly deserve and of which you can be proud of. Be gentle with yourself today. You are loved and you are stronger than you think. What a beautiful channeling. And it feels really fitting the way we began today's intuitive guidance in clearing the way. clearing the way for you to be set free and have the power within you to turn into the light. Turn toward the light within you, toward the light within Christ. Jesus Christ is the level of attainment. Because it's there for you all the time. So let's pull from a deck, see which additional guides may want to assist you with this in addition to Jesus. Let me see. Let's see. What deck? Angel deck? Ascended Master deck. Oh, the Ascension deck. Okay. We are going to pull from the Ascension card deck by Diana Cooper. And I believe the Angel deck. And hopefully, my dog went outside. Hopefully he doesn't bark too much. If he might, but we'll just allow his dog energy to do its thing. I'm just making a little more room for the table here. Okay, let's see. We're going to pull from the Angel deck first. Let's see who wants to come support us, also by Diana Cooper. But for those of you that are new to working with Oracle decks while I shuffle these, it's also important to clear the decks before and after use. So what I did, I just blew, since I don't have, well, I do have some sage there. It's hot and I don't want to burn it. You can also pray over it, do the violet flame over it, the white ray of purity over it. And what I did, I blew that into the cards. So that's a way. And you just get its sense and feel into when they're clear. Are they clear? Clear. Okay. Okay, so we're asking this deck, which angel can assist us with breaking free. And 3 cards just popped out of the deck. So we have Archangel Raziel, which I believe he's shown up for us before. Seraphina, a Seraphim, nice, has also shown up. Archangel Aurora, welcome new beginnings. Let the sun shine in your life. Here's Aurora. Here's Seraphina. I got excited about the Seraphim. If you're there, for lack of a better word, there's like a hierarchy of levels of angels, and the Seraphina is a higher level, I believe, than an archangel. In whatever they're, and they all have amazing qualities. This is not to put one above the other. There's just different, they have different roles. And then we have Archangel Raziel. And Raziel's is see and you will find, be a wise one. We're going to begin with Aurora and Seraphina. Be an ambassador for Earth, build your bridge to source. And then Archangel Raziel. So what does this have to do, Metatron, with breaking free? Tethered and caged and breaking free. So Archangel Aurora is reminding us, as I was tuning into the cards, reminding us to welcome new beginnings and let the sun shine in your life, right? So here we have you're turned away from the light right now. It could be a situation, a person, whatever it may be, or it could be something unknown to you that you're not addressing within yourself. This is where we did that release with the violet flame, right? Sometimes we just know we're ready to release something more, and trusting that through the violet flame and invoking it, that whatever was for my highest good to release at this time will be released, and you bring in that golden light to take its place. And it could be subtle shifts, or it can be something, it depends how sensitive you are as well. But she's reminding us to, excuse me, let the sun shine in your life. Because look how, when you're stuck in your limitations, your addictions, trying to fill, as the reading said, fill some gap within you, because you're separated from the light within you and your connection to God. When you turn to the light, look how vibrant you become. When you just begin to devote yourself and remember that you are of light, you are directly connected to source, and remember who you are. And it just take one step toward that. A new beginning occurs for you. Your heart begins to open up more. So some of you may be feeling another level of heart opening, and as well as releasing, because there's been such a shift in energy since the Lion's Gate to today. The Lion Gate was on 8/8. Hi, Gus. Pause that for a second. All right, where was I? Lion's Gate. A lot of energy since Lion's Gate to today. So Lion's Gate was on 8/8, and today it's now the 20th of August. So some of you may be feeling this new version of yourself, or maybe a little more anxieties coming up, or feeling like some fear coming up, or just feeling a little stuck, or just things are coming to the surface. Do not turn away from them. Do not turn away from them. Don't allow yourself to go back into an old pattern, perhaps, or to an old way of soothing yourself. Invoke the violet flame to continue to release your old pattern, your old imprinting, to allow your immaculate concept to come in, your divine feminine, your purity, your new divine blueprint to come in, by connecting to God and devoting yourself to the light within you every day, even if it's 5 minutes a day. To do that, that helps let the sun come back into your life. So do the things that bring you joy, that are sustainable, nourishing, and that's going to support, propel you toward love, self-love, prepare you towards something sustainable within yourself, and that propels you to the God within you, the God that you connect to, life. And to look at life through that new lens, through that new beginning. Every moment is a new beginning. You're waking up to yourself, to your true essence, and letting go of the false personality, we'll say, or the personality you've been investing in over and over again, that no longer works, because it's not really who you are at the core. And you're healing your past experiences and choosing a better life. So some of you out there perhaps are stepping into, even maybe you're just taking new steps into your awakening, into like, wow, Christ consciousness energies. Never thought I'd be saying that before, right? I'm no different than you in that regard, if you're feeling that way. You know, I have a background in Catholicism, but my parents decided to let us all choose what was right for us. So there's a foundation there of something in religion, and Jesus and Mary and the angels, which I love and appreciate. But I also loved and appreciated that they gave us the power to choose what was right. And there was something at the core of me that never just quite fit the way information was delivered. And at a very young age, I just knew God is wherever I go. And the times I really enjoyed going to church was when no one else was in there, because I could be in the stillness and the silence of these holy places, right? And then I knew how to now create my own holy place within me and within my space, within nature. So how might Archangel Aurora assist you breaking free of your old patterns so you can create your new one in your way? It what aligns you to source in God within you. To let the light shine through. Let the light shine into your life. Ooh, a little spider just rolled by. Maybe that's really fitting. What new web are you creating? What's bringing peace into your life? Always pay attention to the messages that come through. And our animal and insects, and those bring messages too. Especially if you're from a shamanic perspective, there's wisdom when we connect to nature, when we're calling in, like, what are we setting yourself free? You're setting yourself free from an old blueprint, an old web that no longer needs to exist anymore, and you're creating a new one. And yes, that can feel uncomfortable and scary, but when you let light in to your life, you're not going to want to go back to your old patterns. In fact, it'll be much more difficult to do that, which is a good thing, because it just won't fit anymore. You're just like, nope, I'm done with that life. You'll no longer succumb to the temptation to feel you from something that's short-lived, because you'll recognize this light coming is eternal and sustainable, and you can access it all the time. Through the breath, through your heart, through nature. As you continue to invite this in, we have Archangel Raziel that assists you in bringing in the wisdom. Bringing in the wisdom. And as we were kind of reflecting back a little bit, just as we ended and transitioned, I noticed he also has a book. You get to rewrite your story. You don't have to be stuck in your past transgressions or the transgressions of others that you were also part of and experienced, whether you were the perpetrator or maybe the victim, or however you chose to look at it, whatever circumstances surrounded it. You get to look at it from a higher perspective. Release, forgive, just like we did in the beginning. We're releasing all of it and forgiving all those that were part of it, including yourself, to bring in the wisdom and higher guidance as you move forward into this new life that you're bringing light into. And that we have the Seraphim, Seraphina, also holding these golden scrolls. Little spider's fast tonight. Be an ambassador for Earth and build your bridge to source. Build your bridge to source. And what did we also begin with was the bridge connection spray. So let's go ahead and invite that energy in, the rainbow bridge spray. As you connect and build your bridge to source. And you're rebuilding your energetic body and able to sustain that energy. I'm going to go ahead and light a little bit of sage, because there's a little bit of fear that popped up. Hi, Gus. And we're going to clear that fear with love and light and call in the light of the God, light of the angels, light of Jesus Christ here now and in this space and around my home and around your home. And any worries that maybe have popped up. We're also going to ignite the violet fire to help include and transmute, transfigure. We're going to invoke that within us, within this space. Even call on the violet flame dragons to assist in clearing that fear and let it go. You may experience that from time to time as you're trying to set yourself free, that you're like, I don't know, fear comes in and it may not even have any logic to it. That's normal. It will pass as you connect to your heart more and pray. Pray for assistance. Call on the Seraphina, Aurora, Raziel. Call on Archangel Zadkiel to assist in clearing you. We're also going to call in Archangel Michael to assist in clearing this space and and protect us, and his legion of blue flame angels. Because every now and then you may become more sensitive to the transition. As you're transitioning to your light, you're going to feel potentially and be more discerning of energies that are not of light, your choices that are not of light or for your highest good. And as you're rebuilding your energetic foundation, opening your heart, trusting your intuition, call on guidance when you're unsure and ask for a message from your I am presence, from the heart, and be in the stillness and wait for the response. Let go of overanalyzing. Be open to what symbolism or how the message comes through for you, and it'll be through love and guidance and through a heart opening. You'll feel it, and then it'll turn into a knowing, and then you make the appropriate steps that align with that in your choices and your thoughts and your being. So now we'll pull a card from the Ascension card deck, in which being of light would like to assist us in setting ourselves free and breaking free. Doing some clearing energy toward you as well. And this space, reactivating our pillar of light, giving that more energy and staying grounded and focused. And know that you're always divinely protected. So again, whenever doing work like this, you ground, pillar of light, sage, and clear your space. Archangel Sandalphon and Metatron can assist you. And only beings of light may enter your space. And then you'll become more discerning of shifts of energy and what it may represent during your whatever your spiritual practice is, or maybe you're beginning to read oracle decks, or maybe you're just doing some inner work. Gus is on guard. It's nighttime, so he gets a little more on guard of our space, which I appreciate, which actually goes right in a line with what we're working with today, right? There's a protection component as you're transitioning into this new phase of yourself, as you're setting yourself free and breaking free. No longer being tethered, right? Because sometimes when you're changing, people want to hold you back in the old patterns. Maybe you have friends that maybe you partook in drugs a lot and that's how you related, or drinking, and then you have friends that still go out and they want to do that and you say no. And it doesn't mean you can't go out with them, but you have to know your limits. Are you able to not partake and still be in that surrounding? And do you have friends that honor that aren't pressuring you to drink or do the behavior you're setting yourself free from? That is very telling. Some will continue to pressure you because they don't know how to relate to you any other way. They don't perhaps know how to relate to themselves any other way. So pay attention to that and know that you're calling in new people. You're calling in new friends and new people in your life that are going to be supportive of the light you're bringing into your life and will have more balance and harmony within themselves as you are choosing a new way of being and setting yourself free, because you are bringing in the light that is self-sustaining and that will fill every piece of you, that you will no longer feel separate or alone or any of that perhaps that you were feeling or trying to numb your emotions or feelings. You'll be able to feel life and know that you're okay. Even if it feels overwhelming, when you surrender it to God and call God in, you are always okay. Always turn to the light. So we're going to call on this deck. This is the Ascension card deck by Diana Cooper. Let's accelerate your journey to the light. I'll ask for one card, please. Well, 2 cards are coming in. Is that the third? To support you. We have Mother Mary's aquamarine mantle, and we have dolphins. Beautiful. Dolphins. I love it. So I'll just read the affirmation first from Mother Mary's aquamarine mantle. Her affirmation is, I wear Mother Mary's mantle of love and enfold others in it. So how does this relate? How does this relate to you as you're breaking free? Because sometimes you may need to wrap even yourself in her cloak of love. And perhaps maybe others too, as you're going through your experience. I'll read about Mother Mary's aquamarine mantle. The wondrous universal angel Mary radiates her high-frequency aquamarine light through the universes. She spreads compassion, empathy, kindness, healing, and love. Mother Mary suggests you open your heart and offer everyone who touches your path these higher qualities. Then she will grace you by placing her aquamarine mantle in your aura. You are reminded that there is only love, so there is nothing to forgive. As you wear this mantle, you become a force for healing and light, and the angels will sing blessings over you. What a beautiful, beautiful card to take with you as you are setting yourself free. You're bringing in love, and you'll get to this place that knowing it's all love, to be able to look at all of life through love and your soul's journey and what that means to you. Okay. And then we have the lovely dolphins who can connect to your inner child. And man, do the dolphins have such wisdom for all of us. Okay. They have such a vital role in maintaining the wellness of the planet and ourselves, right? Again, we have be that ambassador for Earth, okay, with the Seraphina. Be an ambassador for Earth, build your bridge to source. The dolphins can completely help you build your bridge to source, as can whale energy. They can assist you in harmonizing within you, the dolphins as well. They can assist you harmonize your masculine and feminine energies. They're sonic. That's sonic. And as you are also becoming more and more sonic, your vibration, frequency, we are sonic sounds. Okay, so here's the affirmation for the dolphin. I connect with dolphin wisdom is the affirmation. So as you're going through this experience of setting yourself free, perhaps maybe you call on the dolphin's wisdom that resides within you, because there's also a lower chakra past the Earth Star chakra, which is the dolphin chakra. I'm not sure if it's right after the Earth Star. I'd have to look that up, but as you deepen your roots, your foundation you get access to these other things. Oh yeah, wisdom. So that goes right back into Raziel, Archangel Raziel, bringing in that wisdom. Be a wise one. Okay, be a wise one. And also Seraphina, right? Bringing in that wisdom through the crown, right? You're bringing in the wisdom direct. You're going more direct, no longer seeking outside of yourself the way you once did. You're learning. So if you're stuck on something, call on the wisdom of the dolphin and sit with there. Take it to a still point, the 0 point. Okay, and then be with it and feel it and know it and bring it into your body. Dolphin sonics purify and raise the frequency of water as they swim through it so that they can access, maintain, and pass on the wisdom of golden Atlantis and Lemuria. Those dolphins who shimmer with aquamarine light. Again, we have the aquamarine mantle of Mother Mary. Were the angels of Atlantis. Okay, the dolphins who shimmer with the aquamarine light were the angels of Atlantis. They were mighty beings who helped to hold the frequency of the oceans. Choosing this card invites you to tune into the beautiful dolphins and access a message from them. Your guidance is to relax and flow with the current of ascension, knowing that the dolphins are telepathically imparting help and wisdom to you. Okay, so this too is part of the ascension process. Part of the ascension process. So we see all the wisdom coming through. You're becoming more wise in the way you operate through life. You're connecting to the light within you and source and your I am presence. You're having a heart awakening, another level of it, and you're bringing in this other higher ability where you're getting, some of you are going, even getting beyond forgiveness, recognizing it is all through love. It's all through love. It's all through love. Connecting with that aquamarine energy and quality of Mary, Mother Mary's mantle and her cloak, right? It's all through love. The empathy, the compassion, the kindness, the healing, and the love, it all works together. So then you're just in gratitude for it all. Love and gratitude. It's in the water. It's in your body. When you do it with love and gratitude, the symbol of that is so beautiful. I invite you to look up from Dr. Emoto. He did all that beautiful work with water, and look up the crystallized symbol of love and gratitude. What the water, molecular structure of the water turned into. It is gorgeous. Gorgeous. And he felt it was the most beautiful image he's ever seen. So when you can walk through your life with love and gratitude and tell your body with love and gratitude, pray over your water with love and gratitude, walk through life with love and gratitude, that is the molecular structure that your body shifts into on a cellular level. As you're bringing in the light of God, you're restructuring your entire body. And when you work with water, that's very much connected to your emotional body, right? Because we also began working with the four, our primary four bodies: emotional, mental, physical, spiritual. And we were also clearing the etheric energies. So bringing in that, all these things, all these components, because you're rising in your frequency. It's happening so fast that you're building the tools. You're letting the light shine in your life and building the tools to support you in your own ascension. And that in itself will assist you in breaking free from everything, all the constructs that you were connected to in a way of being, you were connected to. You will now reach for something that is beyond you that you are a part of, and it's within you. It's all those things. It's meaning it's beyond the mental capacity that we have as human beings. And you will lead more forward in life. Yeah, and that dolphin energy, you'll be able to relax and be in flow more with this organic process of ascension, of your soul growth, of your journey. You'll be in the flow and be playful, because dolphins are highly intelligent, very playful, and they go through life in such a beautiful way. And it's very fitting because depending on what level you are at in your own journey, they can assist you with the telepathic abilities that are happening, right? Because maybe some of you are also feel stuck in your what's it, Bill? And because some people are already they have abilities already active, but they don't know how to ground it. They don't know what to do with it. So that too can feel stuck. They can feel caged by that. So some of you, maybe you're building a new skill set. How do I ground? God, how do I work with this? Do I have to have these latent abilities? Can I tune them down and raise them up when necessary? Absolutely. You can ask that. You can request it, because you are the master of your body. So sometimes we need to call on assistance. Call on the assistance of Aurora, Raziel, to bring in the wisdom. Be wise in what you're asking. It's not necessary to, because there's some people that want to open up everything and have all their clairs active, and ask yourself, is that really wise? Because you don't have to chase your latent abilities. The more you're grounded and working with Sandalphon, Archangel Sandalphon, that'll activate your ascension process naturally and organically. Because if you're activating all those at the same time, clairaudience, clairvoyance, that can be highly overwhelming. So I encourage you to be wise in your ascension, be patient in your ascension, and be loving. Does it serve your highest good? And ask that. And the Seraphina, I'm getting the nudge to read more about Seraphina. So let me do that, and I feel we'll be done after that. Let's see, where is she? Page 88 is Seraphina. Okay, Seraphina. Seraphina. Be an ambassador for Earth, build your bridge to Source. Seraphina is one of the awesome angelic beings who surrounds the Godhead, carrying divine feminine light. She steps her frequency down through Neptune, the planet of the higher spirituality. She does not have an etheric retreat, but can be accessed anywhere. She vibrates on every color and has a translucent quality. Seraphina helps you to open your stellar gateway. How interesting. I was just thinking, very similar to our Archangel Metatron. And my understanding that Sandalphon is Archangel Metatron's divine complement, in case some of you were thinking like, oh, maybe she's the divine complement. I don't know. Check with your heart with that. Are you? Yeah, no, I gotta know. But she could be, if you're not resonating with Metatron, maybe Seraphina is the guardian of your stellar gateway and assist you to open that and connect. But I encourage you to make sure you ground and work with Sandalphon to because the higher energy and frequency you go, the more important it is to anchor your body, your light body, into the heart of the earth. Okay. Think of yourself as a foundation. Like if you're a skyscraper, you need a strong foundation. The higher you go, you got to go just as deep. As above, so below. Okay. This way you can stay grounded, focused, and not get stuck into these abilities, or as you're growing in your ascension, you can still set yourself free by just taking your time and being patient and doing it with love. This is not, it's a marathon. It's not a race. It's not a sprint. And no, all these things that I bring in, that I feel grounding is one of the most important things, to be grounded in what you do, humble in what you do, and know that this is going to happen whether you resist it or whether you're in flow with it or not. It's an organic process that you're going to evolve and bring in your Christ quality energies and open up to life. It's whether how you choose to do it or not. Okay, so these things, bringing in the guidance of angels, ascended master beings, galactic energy, is to support you, at least for me, what I'm offering is to support you integrate the higher frequencies of light that are coming into your body, the Christ consciousness energies coming into your body, because that too is a step into your ascension into the light, to full embodiment. And that is a lot of energy. So you have to do the tools. I often don't say have to, but I really encourage you to do the tools of grounding and anchoring the light, so you can become grounded is a state of being, versus I have to visualize, I have to do this. It's like, no, when you come into the awareness, step into your heart and go, oh, this is a divine process. This is a divine process that all human beings are going through. Let me use my tools to support that energy to come into my body and support the old imprint to leave it. And anything that is less than the divine blueprint of my soul, my being, must leave me now. It no longer has permission. Any implants of any negative discord, any trauma, that no energy imprints that no longer serve my highest good, must leave now. You transmute it with the violet fire, and it goes out with the breath, and you bring it in. And sometimes you may have to do it a little longer, but you will know that the more you do this, the easier it gets. And you will feel the energy leave you as you feel the energy come into your body. Okay. So it's something important about that. So continuing with Seraphina. She helps you open your stellar gateway chakra and assists you in building your Anakarana bridge to source. Her main mission is to overlight the great crystal chakra that is found between the stellar gateway and source. Here, with Archangel Metatron, she oversees the intergalactic schools for the universe. When your stellar gateway chakra is sufficiently open, if you wish to serve as an ambassador for Earth, you may apply to attend her courses on the inner planes as you sleep. Okay, so when those of you that choose to go, and the soul's always learning and traveling, but when you're doing this work, still do your pillar of light before you go to bed. And that if it's for your highest good to go to a school in the evening while you sleep, that you be taken to the appropriate one. Sometimes you can be asked to take into these intergalactic schools or etheric retreats, but that you might be sent to a different one because you're not ready to go to the one that you're asked to go to just yet. You can also ask that you remember what you're meant to remember for your highest good. Sometimes you don't remember necessarily, but it's in your body, it's in your cells, and then you'll notice that you begin to think differently or are inspired, and you start to write and things like that. Okay, so I encourage you to write after, when you ask to go to these retreats, take time in the morning just to start writing and see what comes through. Okay. Here's the guidance in this deck, in this card. Choosing this card suggests that you are acting as an intergalactic ambassador in your sleep, or you are training for this role. You may even be part of the team that advises the intergalactic council that runs this universe. You are on a path of service, and to perform to the best of your ability, you are reminded to keep your energy fields pure and high frequency. Okay. pure and high frequency. That means the more you break free from your old patterns, it's more important to keep call on the dolphins. They'll help you bring in that high frequency and sustain it. Okay, this is also why you bring in your pillar of light, because that way no other energy comes into your field. Okay, and then you'll become more and more sustained. You won't be impacted by the outer chaos in the way that perhaps you were. You won't even be infected by your own inner chaos the same way, because you're building the tools to harmonize it. Okay, to harmonize it into a higher light. To ensure your 12 chakras are clear and open, it is suggested you follow a routine of bringing in high frequency energy, such as the Christ light, the lilac fire of the source of the Mahatma, down through them. When you become a unified column of light, mentally reach through your stellar gateway to Seraphina and let her light connect with you. That is so beautiful. Let her light connect with you. So I hope that gives you enough. It sounds like a lot. Let me see if is there anything else, Metatron? No. So this is about connecting. You're connecting to your light. You're connecting to your light, and you break free from all your chains. You break free from all of it. And just be gentle with yourself as you go through this process and what this might mean for you. Connecting to your heart, and surround yourself with those in your life that are able to just be able to sacredly observe your process and what you're going through, that maybe even have a certain level of transformational work and perhaps ascension work from not just the human, but spiritual perspective as a soul and living in a human body. That's all I have for you tonight. Stay tuned for day 19 of Christ Consciousness, 55 days of Christ Consciousness. Much love to all of you. I hope you are doing well. I'm Gina Libido, Soul Inspired Reflections.